Say what? We're doing good. My voice is going away, so I'm struggling today, alright? No, we're having a good day today. Jump day, so it's always fun. So, we got a track crew, awesome track prep today. Can't complain, you know? So I'm in my voice. Stance. It's not a bicycle, okay? These things are meant to just have a straightforward off these, okay? So no bunny hopping, no preloading off of this, okay? These are kind of back almost directly over the foot pegs. You're on the balls of your feet, your butt's pointed back, and your head is over your handlebar pad, okay? Alright, so all of us are going to sit down through the corner. As we're going up the face, we are standing up, okay? Any questions? Alright, let's do it.
What kind of things are we looking for when they come?
This is freshman, so we're a little bit more experienced with something already. The main thing I'm wanting them to do is when we come out of this corner, it is pretty tight, so most of the time we always want to come out wide. But the cool thing about this, especially today since it's fresh, is making them tight where they have to sit down in the corner and stand up quick before this jump. That way we're just transitioning quicker. Realistically, you'd probably sit down off of this because it is pretty tough to stand up. But I want them to get that quick motion of standing up first, and then we'll kind of work on seat mounts. But just making sure we have the fundamentals down right off the bat before we get into any of that stuff. But honestly, all these guys look really, really good. So. want to do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
That water hose, can you just spray this?
Yeah.
I think it's on still. He's spraying it a little bit, but if you want, get that other hose so you can spray there. And that way it's just not so dusty, yeah. Okay. Well, what's going on here? You're coming out a little wider, but it's okay. Yeah, the tightest line that we have here. But when we go to take it, you need to stay right or stay left. Like you're hitting it and then you're still coming out towards the middle. Trying to like get on the gas really hard and you're forcing yourself to go to the middle. Does that make sense? It's not bad. Like you're doing what I'm wanting, but I want farther over. Okay? 683. We need a little, you're landing in like the hardest spot possible in both of these. Just like more gas. Okay? I know you struggle with giving it gas, especially on the start. Let that thing eat. Like you can land pretty far down here. I know the 125, 215, he's landing like all the way at the bottom on both of them. Wheel spin? Well, right now it's perfect. It's good right now. And even on that one, you're not going to get wheel spin on that one. Okay? Your speed comes from the corner. Okay? So when you have your speed coming through the corner, you don't need to get on the gas harder right here at the face. You just need to get on the gas harder at the bottom. With this one, as soon as you get more speed off of this table, then you're going to get more speed off the double. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Where are we at? 115. When you go to jump, you're in an attack position, and then your knees go straight forward, and you have like this super standing straight up and down. Okay. We have to make sure we're in the attack position all the face, and your head is over the handlebar pad. Your butt is back. Okay. We're not going jumping and then straight up and down. Okay, as soon as you start to do that, especially on the step up and like these bigger jumps in the middle, if you go to do that, the front end's going to want to ride like this, okay? Because you're basically pulling up, essentially, all right? How many here have seat bounced or sit off of jumps? So with taking this inside, this is a pretty good jump to kind of start learning off of jumps and letting the jump kind of make you stand up, all right? So when we go off this face, I want us to be sitting all the way off this face, okay? This face, you don't have to actually like sit down in it. You just have to sit off in a normal sitting position with the head going forward all the way off the face. When you go off the jump is naturally going to want to stand you up. Does that make sense? So there's no like actually seat bouncing or anything like that. It's just a natural sit all the way off the jump, okay? Does that make sense? Any questions with that? Okay. If you are nervous of seat bouncing or anything like that, you don't have to jump this all the way right off the bat, okay? You can kind of start small, but I promise this is a really good face to kind of learn this on, okay? There's no kickers. There's nothing like that. The next two doubles, we do not sit down off of those, okay? Those are short faces. Short faces like that, you do not want to sit down, especially going that fast. This one is a nice long face coming out of a corner, so you can just sit down naturally off of it. Does that make sense? When jumps are super lippy, especially these two doubles here, trying to think of another one. Mainly these two doubles. These two doubles, no matter what, you never sit down off of those. Okay? The only thing you do on those is to slightly scrub. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions? All right. They are water in this, so hopefully it's not super dusty for you guys still. Okay? All right. Let's go. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Just like that. Elbows up. Sit down. Sit a little more. Heads forward like this. The head doesn't move, but your rear end and your legs snap back to stand up. Stand up. Feel that motion? That's what I want to feel when you're going over that jump. So sit down. Ready? We're coming up to the jump. Stand up. Go over the jump like that. See where your head is? What's the first thing you want over the jump? You got it. Let's keep it like that. You got it? Good job. Oh. Perfect. Not beating nothing. You weren't clearing it, but you were jumping. You were going faster. Yeah, you're off the ground. Yeah, you went off like this. If you go just a little bit faster coming out, you'll clear it. But you're jumping it no problem. It's just it's such a big bike with such soft suspension, you're not feeling nothing. Yeah, but when I was standing there, every time you were off the ground. Every time. Thank you.
Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Having a good day?
Yeah.
What are we working on today?
Jumping.
Jumping. Is this your favorite one?
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff, brother.
Go, Sammy, go.
Oh, hey, man.
Your favorite time?
Yeah, it's everyone's favorite time. Now I got to behave myself.
Everyone's favorite time.
Don't compress and pull, okay? Keep the head forward, hinge here, and don't let your knees come forward. Sometimes you land, knees come forward, and your heels come up. Drop the heels, knees back, okay? Okay, Kyle, right? Kevin, sorry. I was close. I'm calling you Steven's brother, right?
Oh, yeah.
Heels down, knees back. This is the easiest time for you to work on it.
I think I figured out what was wrong. Was that when I'm sitting forward, the balls of my feet are kind of on the front of the foot peg.
Why is that? Hold on. Why would the ball of your foot be on the front of your foot peg? Think about it. Do it. Put your foot on there. Put the ball of your foot. Now look at your heel.
Yep.
Okay?
It's up.
The heel's got to be down.
Yeah, so when I'm going to sit down, I just need to move the balls of my feet back.
No.
tiny bit.
When you're sitting, it's fine. I don't care if your heels are up while you're sitting. You can't keep them down.
No, when I stand up,
Yeah.
my balls of feet are in the same spot because I don't move them,
Yes.
and it's causing my heels not to drop enough. I think is the problem. So I'm asking you to readjust. So I gotta just figure out a better spot to put them.
Okay. Yep. Well, the only thing it should do is it should just rock. As you blow your knees back to stand up, your heel should go to flat or slightly down. Okay? Then they can hinge this way. But if they're up and they stay up, all that weight's keeping your knees forward. Okay? So you and 72 are just going to go out there this next time, not worry about jumping. I want you to just ride around with your heels dropped. Just do 3 laps, standing up, do whatever you want to do.
All right.
I want your heels, feel like you're going to drag them on the ground. Okay? Let me yell at these kids for a minute. Where's my megaphone? Hey Luke, what would your thoughts be about letting the P-dubs come and do your section? And since we could try and put a parent on each jump. Lukey, can you hear me? You almost just missed a crash. I said you almost just missed a crash, Jamie. Robbie, are you on the finish line with Luke? Yeah, you want to stop them and let them go? Yeah, Jamie, you can stop them. Hey, when do we stand up? On the jumps, all the humps, bumps, and jumps, right? Okay, all the time. I need you to stand up over all that stuff because you're going to be way stronger while you're standing up. Okay. That was a little bit better, Rev. Come on, Wrecker, pick it up. Come on, Wrecker. Yeah, good job. All right, thank you, though. Come on, pick yours up. Now yours is leaking gas. Get on, Wrecker. Come on. Yeah. Come on, get on there. Scoot up. Yeah. See, he can do it. Thank you for trying to help him, though. Hey. Hey, that was a little bit better, but don't forget to squeeze. Okay, you got to squeeze real tight. Ten of them. Come on, man. I should be talking to you in duck language. Yeah. Work on your feet. Really good. I'm not yelling at you because you did a good job. I know this is really simple for you, so I just appreciate you being out here doing it right, okay? Good job. What? You gotta ask Jamie. That's Jamie's department. Hey, try to accelerate through the jump a little bit more. You know how it rocks real bad when you hit the jump?
Yeah.
Accelerate as you're about to take off.
As I'm about to take off.
Yes. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Yeah, much better, much better. Oh, this guy, unbelievable. Hang on, shut your bike off. Hey, I just want everyone to know, I need you to look at the camera and I need you to look up for me, straight at the sky. Oh, look at that thing, dude. That's crazy, man.
How many are you, Coach?
You're 10, man. I'll hold it for you. I got it. It's fine.
I can't believe I did that.
There, I got you.
Son of a bitch.
I don't discriminate, guys. He's doing push-ups too. Jamie.
That's on me. I'm
You're all good, man. It happens. Especially with how much we like. My biggest thing is the kids, man. Jamie and I had a kid crash a few weeks ago, and as he crashed,
Well, the thing is, I'm a medic and I work at BMX track. I see it all the fucking time.
unbelievable. Even the dads do it. You ready to go to the big track? Yeah? Okay. You got to do the same thing out there, though. You cleared the tabletop? I know, I saw. Hang on. We're staying here. Hey! Woo! So my thought is, the first section, it's just the finish line jumps. I think if we can get like a parent like somewhere near each one in case they fall down, they can go too, right? I think so. Don't you think so? Okay. Hey, so here's my thought process. Go to your next section. Your next section is going to be the finish line right there. Okay, you guys will pull in by that gate and you'll go to Luke. And if we can get a parent, there's like 3 jumps in a row at each jump in case the little ones fall. That way they can somebody can help at each one. I think then they can stay with their group for a little while and at least do the first section since it's pretty simple. And if they struggle, just bring them back over here and we'll give you guys an assistant coach. Okay. Does that work? So I told her too, so awesome. Okay.
Green is going to the finish line, correct?
Green is going to the finish line. And I just talked to the parents. We're going to put 1 parent at each jump to help if the P-dubs fall.
Yeah, I got a rider in blue group that's not jumping at all that wants to move to green for the day. It's Brooklyn on the e-bike, so I'm going to send her there with green group.
Copy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That was much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, did that help? A little bit less rocking? Okay. Your bike's not really made to jump. So, like, unless you're a professional jumper, like, it's going to be difficult. You know what I mean? So, if we can just teach you good habits, hopefully it just helps you stem in the right direction. Yeah.
You're in the air, just so you know.
Yeah, you're jumping. You're doing the thing. Yeah, you're doing great.
Cadillac that weighs 6,000 pounds.
Yeah. KTM. I don't know his name. What's the kid on KTM's name?
KTM.
KTM. KTM. Good job. Much better. Yeah. The only kid, I guess you're on a KTM. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Much better. Okay? Great job. Okay? Hey, so you guys are going to go over to Luke now. Nothing changes from what we just did. Just because the jumps are taller and bigger doesn't mean anything changes. Okay? Use this to create good habits for when you go out there. I know this is the simple version. Go out there, apply the exact same stuff. Okay? If you need to get a water, and then meet at the gate right there before right there along the fence. Got that? Everybody see that?
That gate right there, where everybody, like right there, it's open. Only open gate there. That's where we're gonna meet.
That's where you're gonna meet. Hold on, not yet. P-dubs, you guys are going. You're gonna do it. Okay?
Yes,
Same
we are.
thing. Nothing changes. Got it? And then I talked to a couple of you guys. If you guys can just hang out at a jump and
Just look at his face, like what?
you're going, dude. You're gonna do it. It's no different than the track we rode yesterday, Weston. Yeah. You, your brother, and Ryder are gonna crush it. Riker. I don't know why I keep calling him Ryder. Sorry. Yeah, I see your brother right there. You guys are gonna go do the jumps together. Okay, so go get a water. Meet at that gate.
Good job, guys.
Hey, you know what, man? Good job to you.
Are you ready for breakfast over there?
How was that?
Oh, it's good, man. We're just working some simple stuff with our green group out here on the 50 track. Just teaching them good habits because they're going to the big track for the rest of the day. And the jumps out there are obviously really big, and I wanted to give them a really good, safe, easy environment to work through motions and to get that habit of just moving to get the front end down. Because so many people, they try to compress and then pull up and straighten their arms, and it brings the front end up. And then they slam. And when it slams, they don't get on the gas, so then it creates a whole bunch of chaos. So if we can feed good habits here, then they can carry it out there and hopefully make them a little bit better.
I didn't swear today.
So proud.
Great job.
This one will be a little fun because we got the faster group here, but we still have a lot of variation in our ability to jump. Thank you. So we got some riders in here that are kind of just starting to clear these bigger ones to the downside. We have some riders that are already doing it. No problem, right? We need to start soaking up or scrubbing these obstacles. So first of all, who's clearing this one to the downside? Okay, most of us, okay. How about the tabletop on the other side going that way? Who's clearing to the downside?
Bobby.
Okay.
Bobby, come over here.
What I will say is this one right here is the easier one to clear, okay? Because, well, first of all, the risk is a little bit less because it's a flat tabletop. Even if you land in the bounce zone, it's a little easier to recover from. That one over there, if you land in the bounce zone, it can give you a weird bounce and actually make the bike pitch sideways potentially. So either way, no matter where you're landing, we want to make sure that bike is pitching and going nose down, which might be the scariest thing for some of us, especially when we're at a higher distance. The one on this side, I was just testing on a couple different bikes. And the cool thing about that is on like a smaller displacement bike, like a 250, 125, 85, you're not going to overjump it. So what you can do is make sure you're just getting on the backside of those rollers and just committing to throttle there with either third or fourth gear, most likely fourth gear, and just smooth, steady throttle. There's a lot of landing there. So even if you go a little bit long, it's a lot more easy to recover from that than going short on this one or on that one. This one's cool. We can work our way to the full distance as you get comfortable. So you can do a nice half jump. Sure, it might get harsher as you get farther and farther just because you'll be in the air for longer, but you'll get a good gauge on your speed. I told him to stop watering before because it started getting a little slippery and I didn't like that. So it should be good when you guys are out there. I think you'll be nice and tacky. But we need to utilize that roller as our speed ramp. So we want to get our gear selection at the top of that roller and just roll throttle on consistently down it all the way to the jump face and we're going to maintain smooth, steady throttle. What I want to work on with some of the faster riders that are already hitting these no problem is we need to work on soaking up and pushing through these jumps a little more efficiently. There's one thing to just clear them, right? But then there's going to be a huge speed gap between pushing through them and just smooth, steady throttle off the face. And that difference is coasting off the jump face. So I'm going to have the riders that are already clearing these, we're going to practice soaking up and scrubbing on this little tabletop back here. And then slowly, once we figure out the timing of those movements, we can start transitioning them to the bigger jumps, okay? The difference is your speed is going to be a lot higher than it is when you're straight airing it, like a lot higher. And we need to get comfortable doing that. Yeah.
On the finish line, he was having a seat bounce into it.
Okay.
And he told me not to throw a whip, and I like OJ'd it all the way to flat.
Yeah, so if you didn't, you're just going to be straight airing it. You're going to get the maximum height and distance. The idea about a soak up and a scrub is ideally to push you lower through the jump. The scrub is deflecting the rebound of the suspension out to the side rather than up in the air. So that is why you're able to stay lower with the scrub. But if you don't time it correctly, you're still going to get the height, and now your bike's just going to be sideways in the air, and that might not be a good thing.
I don't think they listened about your water.
The heck? They definitely didn't communicate because I told a different guy not to water it. So with that being said, be careful this first lap out. It's going to be a little slick. Just kind of work it in a little bit. What I was going to say is the timing of the scrub needs to happen right when the front tire is about to leave the top of the lip. That is where you make a quick twitch motion with the lower body to deflect that bike sideways. Yeah, just tell them no more. Tell them to communicate with all the guys to not water that jump face anymore. Probably to the landing too. And when we do this appropriately, as long as you're leading with the head, that's how the bike's going to come back into a straight orientation. If you try to throw a scrub or a whip and you just kick the bike sideways and we get behind the bike, you're going to have a hard time recovering the bike into it back to a straight line. Okay? Yeah.
What if we know how to scrub but we're not clearing?
If you know how to scrub and you're not clearing it, well, still practice your scrub movement on that. But let's work to the full distance here because everybody in this group has the capability of doing these bigger jumps. Okay? It's just a mental thing right now. We're fearful of something. Your 125, is it broken? Okay. Do you think that one's faster or no? Okay. So you're more confident doing the jumps on that? All right, cool. So what we're going to do is I want to get a good gauge on everybody here and just see what we're jumping like. And then we'll go from there. The track cut, it's going to be marked off. You guys will see it. After that little double, single, or whatever you want to call it, you'll go straight off the track instead of doing the left-hand turn. There's a cone to mark your turnaround spot. You're going to loop on right on the landing or like the downside of that roller there. You're going to connect to this turn roller and then just do this oval in the middle. Does that make sense? Were you guys doing a group split? I kind of want to just because we have a small cut and I want you guys to be going off these jumps individually and not jammed up on each other to allow some of the riders to kind of focus on what they need to work on. So you did have a group split at some point, right? I think I gave it to you earlier this week. Group ones, where we at? Okay. Go ahead, group ones, let's fire them up. Let's go ahead and start this way. Do a couple laps here.
Is group one the fast one?
Yeah. Okay. I would say. Well, it doesn't really matter. I kind of just split them up randomly, so I don't know. Sure.
What if we do the groups that are the ones that are clearing it and then ones that aren't?
Sure. I would say be in... I guess it's kind of all mixed right now. I would say if you want to just be in group 2 for now, because it looks like a lot less of these riders will be hitting it, because I know Cam might not be hitting it yet. He might not. 85, we'll see. And then the 125 might not. So I would say just stick in this next group, okay? And then I have 100% confidence in you, because I know we hit that one on that side last year, right? I don't think they changed the distance. It seems the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay. And then this one, were you hitting last year? Yeah.
I never hit it.
Okay. So I just want to see you jump on this one. Honestly, you can get this one. This one's actually easier, I will say, because you come over that roller and just use that as a speed ramp. It's just a smooth, steady, consistent roll back of throttle. You don't hold it half throttle. You keep rolling it back.
Yeah.
All right? We'll watch you jump a couple times and we'll talk through it.
I'll just like...
Yep, just go a little bit farther and farther. Yeah, jump day 6. Jump day is fun. I think a lot of people are waiting for jump day. It's my favorite because I see a ton of improvements on jump day just because everybody knows how to pull the throttle, right? But the difference is getting a consistent jump so that you're comfortable with doing every obstacle on the track. And that could be something as simple as keeping the knees back or back on top of the foot pegs to keep that bike pitching straight. If they come forward, you're gonna be nose high on every jump, and that can make it very difficult and challenging for some riders, especially on these bigger jumps. So far this group one is doing really well. All right, that rider's looking good, but he's bending his knees a little bit too much, which is causing his butt to come too close to the seat. It's just giving the bike extra air time. You want to keep the legs extended so the bike keeps pushing lower through the air. Does that make sense? When you bend the knees, the bike comes up. He can bring his head forward a little bit more. He's looking sick with it. Nice. That 125 can get an upshift in the air, so when he's landing, accelerating, the bike has more speed behind it. I don't know why he's coming short. And it sounds like he's tapering off throttle too.
He tried to do this on the takeoff.
Did he? Okay. Go. $115, what gear are you in for this jump? We should know. Not saying you have to count your gears, but we should have a good idea of what each gear. To me, it sounds like fourth potentially. And if you hear the bike, it's revving, but it's not climbing through the RPMs. It's kind of just staying stagnant, which is not ideal. Can you guys hear me okay?
I think I just have a fear of going too low because I've gone up the bars like 10 times in jumps.
Yeah, 100%. So here's the thing, guys. With gear selection, it can be a little tricky on some of the bigger obstacles. We talk about riding a gear taller, right? But if we're in too tall of a gear, the power will stop building, and the bike's gonna have too much resistance in that specific gear. So you don't have the miles per hour to match that gear you're in. The bike's gonna start flatlining its power. It's not gonna give you as much pop or distance on that jump. What's giving you the distance and the height is all within your power curve, okay? So for example, I just hit this jump on a Yamaha 250 in the last group, and I did it in third. The bike was a little bit more revved out, but it was in that safe zone where it wasn't revved out to where it wasn't building any more power. It was still building power, which is acceptable. And then you would shift fourth in the air, so you can be fourth for that next section. Does that make sense? By the way, what gear are you in?
Third to fourth.
Third to fourth, yeah. So when you land, you can have that acceleration for the next one, and then fourth will be optimal because you will land with a lot of roll speed and a lot of forward drive. There, you're still trying to build your speed, and you're fourth at the top, and it's just going brrr. It's way too slow of a climb. It needs to be a nice, steady climb, and I can even hit it on your bike so you can listen to that difference. But third, I think, is going to be optimal here for this takeoff, at least, and then click fourth for that next one. All right?
But after this, on the inside, it's so good.
It's good, huh? It was so sick this morning, too. I was sitting on the Stark. The track was so fun. Who else is out there? Let's see. 215, really good. What gear are you in? That sounds like fourth, I think, which is good. I think you're hitting your shift in a good spot. I would say maybe let third rev out a tiny bit more. So you're coming on the backside and you kind of short shift a little bit. So fourth works, but it could actually have a little bit more acceleration, which would make this easier to hit. So just let third rev out a little bit more, so when you click fourth, it's a seamless connection, and it doesn't start fourth all the way from the bottom of the RPMs, okay? KTM, what's happening to you? Why are we going panning?
Well, the first one I got kicked sideways somehow.
Okay.
Just got on the throttle to straighten out.
All right, so I think I mentioned it to the other group that was sitting here. We need to stay tall off the seat with our butt. When your butt starts to come towards the seat, it gives the bike more height, which could potentially cause it to start drifting sideways, and it's gonna pull your head back. So now, the bike cannot follow the orientation of your head, so if you start being kicked sideways, you're just along for the ride, so it lands. If your head comes forward, that is how that rear is going to straighten itself out with just the gyro of the bike. That is how you struggle with the bike's going to follow where that head is going. Okay? So we need to stay more extended at the legs, keep that butt high, so that head can stay over the front of the bike. No exception anymore. Okay? Otherwise, it's going to put you in those scary situations. And especially if that jump face got like a kicker on it, that's what's going to catch you off guard, and now you're going for a ride and don't recover your time. Okay? 397, we need to land a little bit front tire first so you can get comfortable casing a little bit smoother. Right now you're landing almost exactly both tires at the same time. That's why your impact seems so hard. I think that's like taking away some of your confidence. So land front tire first, push that landing, make it a little bit smoother. 171, you're trying to scrubber whip this one, you're not going fast enough. Okay? On a bigger jump like this, we need more speed to be able to scrubber whip off it, because there will be a little bit of a taper off of throttle. If you're on throttle still, ramping up your throttle, the scrub won't be effective. It'll have to turn into a whip, because a whip is arcing the bike up and out. A scrub is trying to push the bike through and keeping it low. Remember, your power is getting you higher and farther. If you're staying at power and trying to scrub, it just doesn't work, and it doesn't allow the bike to rotate underneath you. It just snaps it back straight. That's why every time you do a scrub movement, it's like a handball. It's not working. Practice your scrub here. Just hit this one smooth for now. Okay? You need to time your scrub early. So right on the top of that lip, push the bike right when the front tire of the bike will leave the lip, rather than waiting until you're in the air to do it. That's a big difference. 683, I want you to shift on in the air. Have you done that before? Let's get the shift to 4. I'm giving you maybe 5. Whatever gear you're in here, it seems like the bike is like, every time you're off the gas, it's not rolling. You're going to catch up on 4 miles per hour. Let off the gas, the bike's going to
rolling gas on earlier, I want to see you get really aggressive with your hold on. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better the next time since you feel it out. But I think we get that bike to but what I mean by that is you start pushing to the jump, yes, exactly like that, but it's a different variation. Then that's yeah, that's it. That's not the last one. I don't know if you're doing it every lap, but the last one was good. So that was so fun. Did you get that ramp over there? What? I don't know. They're fun. Like, I was a little nervous, but it was fun. I heard the start for lap. They're pretty bad.
Okay, so like just to reiterate, it's like
you're not turning it, you're leaning. Because I snap the handlebars, but there's no lean. I double. Yeah, that's my problem. The handlebars will come with the lean, but I want to have to get that in.
Cam, were you hitting that before? Yeah.
A couple times yesterday.
Dude, that was sick. That was really well done. I want to make sure that when you're coming down for the landing, though, you just bring the head forward just a little bit more so you can land stronger. Because right now, on the downswing of the jump, you just slowly come back. It's very, very subtle, but it's just going to make the landing feel a little more less controlled. You want to be landing powerfully so you can land with throttle and just push through the landing. That's going to make the landings more effortless, I should say. When you're landing with dead throttle and kind of just like tensing up a little bit, that impact's going to feel harsh. You need to believe in yourself more. That was sick. I knew you would have had that. That was so easy for you. The what? The triple going this one? Yeah, that was super easy. Very well done. And then you hit the tabletop going that way too. Which one's easier for you? This one, yeah. I think the timing of this one is just really simple because it's just hold the gas on. The one time you came a little bit short, you slowly lighten up your throttle, like right at the top of the lip. So just make sure you're staying on it all the way off. Oh, did you? So you kind of jumped off. I would say that's going to give you the best run up because you're going to downside the backside, and that's going to be your speed ramp then. You can really build your power. Yeah, so real quick, 32, 85, and I think KTM back here. When you guys are in the air, the knees need to come back because your knees, guys, that is your pivot point. Oh, and 555. Your knees are your pivot point for the bike. That's what's going to get the front end to come down, okay? I want to see you go off this jump standing because you're seat bouncing it every time, which is fine, but it's not really necessary to seat bounce because you have plenty of speed for it. If you can hit the standing up, it'll allow you to start soaking it up a little bit and pushing through the jump. Right now, you're seat bouncing, you're just kind of staying in that seated position. So when you do seat bounce, make sure you pop into your standing position as quick as you can so you can really adjust that bike's pitch if you need to. Right now, this lip is really flat and smooth, so your bike already goes pretty neutral no matter what. But if you're on a jump with more curve to the lip, the bike's gonna get more feedback going nose high, and you're gonna have to make that adjustment with your body. And the only way to do that is knees back, head comes forward, and it'll arc that front end down for you, okay? 85, you're looking good. With your little kind of scrub, I guess we could call it, I want you to extend at the knees a little bit more, okay? You're doing the same thing, the knees are coming forward, your butt's angling to the seat. Knees back, butt up, so you can really control that bike's front end. 555, you're doing exactly what KTM right here is doing. Okay, you get in the air, you slowly let that butt come towards the seat, and now the bike's gonna start drifting sideways a little bit, and you're landing behind the bike. So keep that butt tall, head stays forward. 83, looking good. Also, extend the legs a little bit more once you get in the air. Your soak up on that one's, you're soaking this one up actually. That initial soak up's pretty good. When you're coming off the landing, that's where I want you to be extended a little bit more and land almost like that acceleration position, heavy throttle on the landing. And then for that scrub, we need to time it earlier. Right now, you're just way too late. So you're doing the movement, but you're already in the air. So you gotta twitch it just a little bit quicker. And I know that's hard to time because it's a little nerve-wracking timing it earlier, but you just gotta wait a little bit earlier so that front tire is just coming off the lip, okay? Work on the knees a little bit. I want you to really scoot that butt to the rear of the bike so those knees can stay back. So we're still kind of coming upright. The butt's starting to tuck a little bit. So stay taller. All right, group one, let's go ahead and fire them up. Let's get a couple more jumps in here. Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like I'm doing okay on it.
Yep.
Should I then shift down in the corner and then go back up to fourth for the table?
Definitely. Yep.
Is it the same roughly?
Yeah, the good thing about that one over there is you're not going to overjump it. Okay. So this one, technically, you could maybe overjump it. Unlikely, but you could maybe because the landing's a little bit shorter. That one, the landing's so long that if you just aim to go a little bit longer, you'll probably grease it perfectly.
All right, thank you.
Yep. up?
I cleared this one.
Yep.
Now I want to try and clear the big one.
Okay. Same protocol. When you come up that backside, or like on that right there, just smooth, steady throttle. Off the lip, and you'll most likely grease it. Are you in third gear on this thing?
Fourth gear, I hit shift fourth, and then I'm in fourth coming out of the corner.
What is this? The 250?
300.
300. Mind if I jump it?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Did you hit that other tabletop yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Next time I'll watch you on that one. You can see. Because now that you got this one in, it's pretty much the same process. You just want to make sure you stay committed to the throttle at the face. Also, on this one, make sure you're accelerating a little bit earlier. You're waiting until like, you're starting to come down the slope.
Yeah.
I want you to start rolling gas on at the top. It's a little bit easier to find that speed. All right. All right, it's doable in third and fourth. Fourth makes it a little bit easier as far as throttle.
I hit the big cable, I hit the double, I hit the
Sick, bro. That was sick.
All right, group 2, we're running out of time, so let's go ahead and do a couple more rounds.
Fire them up, group 2, fire them up. No, just group 2.
My shift in the air.
On this one? Did you land in like third or what?
No, I still was in fourth. But I was trying to upshift the
You just
fifth,
didn't get it?
and I just, like, my toe hit the side of the thing.
Did you ever get it clean or no?
I did it once. It
How
wasn't
did-
like that great, but
Okay.
it definitely felt better on the landing.
Okay, yeah, look,
Because I
like
noticed
push through.
sometimes on the landing it feels like, not like engine braking, but like
Yeah.
it feels like less stable.
100%. Yeah, it just slows the bike down just that tiny bit. Hey, good job, dude.
I did them all, too.
Dude, that's sick. Pretty simple, huh?
It makes me feel like really embarrassed that I wasn't doing it.
No, dude, like, here's the thing. You just got to start trusting your ability a little bit more than you already do. So yesterday, before we hit those ramps, not going to lie, I was scared out of my mind. I was sitting there, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I should do this.
When I got there, you were like,
Yeah, and then the first time I hit it, I was like, oh, dude, like, I don't even know why I was second guessing it. It's not that bad. Same thing with these jumps. At your guys' level, we should all be able to do these jumps pretty effortlessly to where we're not super scared about them, because we should have some sort of intuition on knowing what to do if we're casing or over jumping it, which, yep, and that'll just take more repetition. The more reps you get on it, the more you'll figure out the jump phase.
well, the first time I did that was the last lap I was out there.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like did the
Oh,
class,
yeah.
but then I realized I was doing it and pulled it back.
As long as you can recover from it, that's the good part.
Yeah. I know. Are you hitting it in fourth?
Kyle, it's 11:20 we rotate, right? I'll give these guys a couple more laps here.
Was that better with not letting the bike come up to my butt?
Yeah.
Are you standing through most of that inside?
Yeah.
I stand until like my feet start to drag and then I sit. I'm like sitting like 3/4 of the way. Last little bit.
Yeah. It's not looking bad at all. It's just, I really want to get that dialed in.
Yeah. Like soaking, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I can't.
Even soaking up, like you don't even gotta scrub. Soaking up saves so much time anyway.
Mm-hmm. And I can tell I would come up just a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Or just like I need a little more speed.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask him if he'll let you do that.
Because I'm picking my wheel up over the third one to double.
Dude, I'm feeling great.
Dude,
It's awesome. Tuesday's my favorite day.
no, it's best. It's amazing. And everyone's so happy watching them because then once they hit the jump, they're so hyped.
I was also getting,
Okay, you probably should have.
I was getting scolded about my scrubs.
Big goal on a stock 250. Yeah, that was a stretch. That was a stretch.
He does it half the time. I don't want it half the time. Yeah, I kind of do it.
How come? Just... Okay. Definitely have time. I'm not doing that one right either. But when you stood off the face, that was actually really well. I know you probably felt like you were getting slightly kicked forward maybe, but that's where you get that upshift early in the air, and that little extra wheel spin is going to let that bike kind of level out for you. Potentially, if we can, maybe if the track conditions change up a little bit, you might be able to shift earlier even, before you even go off the jump face. Maybe, maybe not. But that little bit of taller gear into the face could make that bike push through better as well. Right now, oh yeah, that would probably definitely help in the air. That's probably why you're maybe getting it sometimes and maybe not. But either way, dude, like you're hitting it really good, and I can tell the seat box is just more comfortable for you, which is fine. But as you level up in speed, that's where you'd want to start pushing through the jump a little bit different. So right now you're just kind of seating and then like doing a slight little whip, which is fine. But just small little adaptations we can make. And guys, that's what I'm trying to get you guys to do, is just like small little adjustments will help you find those little margins of speed that you guys can gain that you're missing out on right now. Where are we at? 85, that was a bit better. You could extend the legs a little bit more. Timing was better on the scrub there. That was nicely done. 555, you're too tall of a gear. So I just watched that last one. The bike is just not climbing through the RPM. Speaking of that, 115, did you ever hit this in third? Did it? What do you mean? Was the bike revving out more? Okay. So you're in the same boat. Right now you're in fourth, and the bike's just not climbing enough. So it's pretty flat line up the jump face, which is getting you the distance because you have the miles per hour, but it's not really getting you that pop or that height that you probably should be getting on this jump. So third would be better than clicking fourth in the air if you're comfortable doing that. All right. Body position is a bit better on that time though. All right, guys, good work. We've got one more rotation here before lunch. You're going to be going to Rylands. You'll work at that step-up section, that downhill. It's pretty fun over there. So good job, guys. Go ahead and move on, and we'll catch you later.
Let them pull up. Pull up here, guys. Red group.
Bit of a mix-up on the groups. Red and green got sent to me. Not the most ideal to have two groups together, red and green. Yeah. You guys want to ride with green group? You guys want to ride with green group? I didn't think so. Yeah.
He said he likes it like that.
That is a lot of play. It's okay.
He just rock whatever he's got.
All right.
He's rock sand in the car. That happened to me on bikes and stuff afterwards. I lost the top there.
Let's wait for Cam to roll up. All right, guys, we feeling okay? I know it's the last section of the morning. Do we all have water and stuff? We feel all right? Okay, because I want your guys' full attention. Yeah, you guys are good riders, so I want to work on some good stuff with this step up, okay? I'm going to let you guys do just a few laps. I want to see you hitting the step up because I really haven't walked over here to see you guys hit it. I've just seen it from afar. The one thing, obviously, I think you guys all saw where my group's cutting in the rollers. Did you guys all see that? Okay, so just make sure you don't miss the cut. And also, we're going to keep you guys as one group. Have you been one group all day?
Except for Mitchell.
Okay. You guys, are we all hitting the step up? Yep, I figured, okay? And this is plenty of a big enough section for you guys to all stay spread out, okay? I don't want to cut half because then there's going to be a ton of dead time and half you guys aren't going to be riding. So let's run one group, couple laps. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here. I'll stop you guys here. Obviously, you're going to be jumping that jump, so just go past me, turn around, and pull back down here, okay? Few laps. I want to see you guys hitting this step up. That's going to be our main focus here, and then I'll stop you and we'll start working on some stuff, okay? Just run it through a couple of laps, and then I'm going to stop you guys, okay? I'm excited to see Red Group out here. I didn't get green. That's who I had on accident, so I get green next. I had orange and blue so far, and they both did great. We actually got almost all of, almost all of Orange Group hitting the step up for the 6. So, to keep it simple, the secret to hitting it is honestly having enough speed, okay? You got such a long takeoff that so many people, they think they have the speed and then they just let off and think that speed's gonna carry them over. But as soon as they start going uphill, all their speed goes away and they lose it. So you have to get the speed here, but then continue with the throttle all the way off the face. I would say the next part of hitting it for these guys that I'm going to work on is to start absorbing the jump face a little bit, soaking it up to drive through the jump rather than just go high. We're live, right? So I will say, if you're more of a beginner rider or new to hitting a step up like this, you have to be careful because you have such a long jump face. It's very easy that along that ride up the jump face, your head and chest can start to come back, and then we're like this in the air. So you gotta make sure you hold tight core, low back, keep that head and that chest forward to keep that front end level. Bring it down. Yeah. I know. No, but also remember, it looks gnarly here, but then the ground's rising with you. So it looks like they're falling out of the sky, but the landing's right there. Yep.
I brought some almost fast guys now. These guys.
All right. You feel sketchy off of it?
Well, the other day when it was super icy, I like rolled on the throttle and just did one of these.
Okay.
And ever since then, I'm like,
You rolled on the throttle up the jump face?
when it was slippery.
Okay.
The other day, like during one of the first motos.
Yep. Yep. Hey, the best thing you can do for that is just being in a taller gear, okay? You got to come at it with more speed so that you don't have to get on the gas and get that wheel spin, okay? If you can just come at it with the speed and carry that speed over it, the last thing you want to do when it's ice is have to use a lot of your controls, hard gas, hard brake, anything like that, because then you're just going to start spinning. And it just spun. Yeah. Hey, I mean, this stuff turns to straight ice, so I believe it, okay? All right, there's a couple of things I want to go over. I'm going to start with you, Cam, okay? I want you to relax a little bit when you come off your jump, okay? You look very nervous hitting it. I'm not saying you are, but when I watch your body position, you just look stiff, okay? Utilize your legs, utilize your arms. I mean, you're taller than me. We can utilize all that. We have a lot of leverage on the bike, okay? As you come off of it, I don't want you to don't just stay here. Don't just be along for the ride, right? Start to absorb it, okay? Have you followed him off of it? You see he's throwing a big whip off of it? The only way to do that is to just be a little bit looser, right? You got to be a little bit looser in your hips. You got to let your knees absorb. You got to let your elbow, you just got to let your body kind of absorb some of that energy. Right now, we're just a little bit too stiff, okay? So you're just kind of like jumping it and just kind of hoping that the bike does the work underneath you, okay? Just start to loosen up a little bit. Start to let those knees soak up that jump face, okay? Does that make sense? Are your goggles cleaned out? Like dirt in your eyes? Okay. Yeah, any little bit. Yep. You say you feel that?
Jamie, we need help. We need help, Jamie. On my way.
That's not the way to call on the radio. Sorry, guys. Try to stay dialed in. Now everybody's going to be freaking out. Anybody's got a radio. Okay. All right, Earth to Red group, we're over here. Let's get back going, guys. Hey, I know. All right. So the next key thing for you, okay, Connor, right? So the way you're throwing the whip off of it.
Hey, Sienna, are you in the trailer?
The way you're throwing the whip off of it is really good for absorbing the jump face, okay? Obviously, I'm sure you've been taught that before, about absorbing it a little bit. So let's go over that with everybody else. Does everybody know what absorbing the jump face means? Yep, soaking it up, right? For the longest time, have we all heard the term jump for show, corner for dough? Right? Because where you can make up most of, what's that? You never heard that? So
Corner for cash, jump for flash.
okay, I haven't heard that one. But so jump for show, corner for dough was a huge saying back in the day because everybody would just jump the jumps, throw big whips, do knacks, whatever, like Jeremy McGrath, right? But all the time they were making up was through the corners, right? So they would jump for the show, right? Corner was where they'd make their money, okay? It is turning into a sport where jump for dough, corner for dough, okay? You have to go fast. You have to start jumping through your jumps, okay? If you guys watch those guys on Supercross, none of them are jumping over the jumps. They're pushing through the jumps, okay? If they come at that triple and hit it at the same speed but don't soak it up, they're gonna land in the stadium, okay? They're gonna just completely land all the way up in the seats, guaranteed. They're going at it that fast, okay? So my goal for you guys all here is I want you guys to come at this step-up face a little bit faster than you're doing, faster than you need to, and start to absorb that jump face, start to soak it up, okay? It's no different than how you would soak up like on a pump track on a BMX bike, okay? The only difference is you got a really long jump face, so the timing of when you soak it up is a little bit different, right? when you got a small jump face, you soak it up right as you're coming into it. On this one, you're gonna have to wait a little bit until you get to the top and try to soak up off the top, okay? What's your question? How do you soak? Great question, okay? He said he knows your knees aren't supposed to come forward off of a jump face, so how do you soak up without driving the knees forward? Yep, so they may come forward just a little bit here, okay? This is why, like, I'm not gonna preach how to soak up a jump to blue group, right? Because they're already doing this, and it's an issue. They're bringing their hips forward, like, it's getting sketchy. Everything's an issue, okay? For you guys, someone like you, Cam, right? You're super tall. The knees are gonna drive forward the slightest little bit when you soak it up, but it's gonna come mostly from your hips, okay? So it's gonna be like this, and then as you come in, it's gonna be like a little bit maybe forward, but more of like a soaking it up with hips, right? Like off to the side, like a butt scrub almost, is how you would start to learn, how you would start to feel it. Does that make sense? It's like you come in and then you just want to soak it up a little bit. The jump before it, right? If you guys want to try it off this one, that's fine, but that's the perfect one to do it on as well, okay? It's a super small jump. It's super easy. And you guys are all good enough riders. You could jump that thing clear out to flat and be fine. So just come at it really fast and try soaking it up. Try to shave off that speed, okay? What happens if you go the same speed and then you soak it up is you're gonna come up short because you shave off speed. Does that make sense?
He's talking about like soak it up, soak it up, soak it up.
Yep.
How do you do that?
Like I was just saying, so as you're coming into the jump face, okay, let's just take the jump before for an example, okay, because this one's a little bit tougher, all right? The jump before, okay? Come at that jump face. As soon as you come to the jump face, right, what does your suspension do? It compresses, and then it rebounds off the top. So as your suspension compresses, okay, and then it'll start to rebound, you'll kind of start to like bend your knees and absorb the rebound of the suspension, so then you stay lower. The whole bike, everything drives through the jump rather than compressing, rebounding you up. It's gonna rebound, but you're gonna kind of like push into it and push through the jump. Have you ever ridden a BMX bike?
Yeah.
So it's very similar to something like that, right? On a pump track, how you're going like that, right? Like I'm not asking you guys to drive our knees forward. I'm asking us to start to soak things up, right? Like my knees are driving forward the slightest little bit because I'm so tall, but it's mainly coming here, right? It's mainly coming here. You just, and then as soon as you get to the jump face, there's a little bit of a soak up with your hips. Does that make sense? You don't have to scrub it. Let's do this. Connor, will you do it? Show us. Don't throw a whip. Just try to absorb that jump face a little bit, okay? You can do it on that one coming at it. It's going to be easier for them sitting right here to see you off of this one. So just try to soak it up a little bit. I'm going to point out your body position as you ride by. Does that work? Just watch his knees, watch his hips, okay? Hey, and I love the question. If you don't understand, you gotta ask, okay? I love it. So, it literally is the slightest little bit, but did you see how his seat rose up to his butt? That's the difference, right? If we were to, no offense, but Cam, let's say Cam for an example. If we were to watch Cam over the jump face, the only reason I'm using you as the example is because we're so tall, there's so much room between the seat and our butt. You'd see the room between the seat and the butt the whole way off the jump face. Did you see how his rose to his butt? Right, you let the bike come up to you. That's how you start to absorb the jump face. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't want to sit here and just try to preach it over and over and over. Let's just try it, okay? Let's try it for a couple laps, try to see if you can get the hang of it, and then I'll stop you and we'll see what we think and go over it, okay? Make sure if you want to try to absorb it, you come at it a little bit faster, okay? You guys are all hitting this perfect, so that's going to be the next step, okay? Do you have a question really fast? Okay. You guys, we're good? Make sense? What we're working on? Okay. Thank you.
Do I scrub this like smaller table pretty good? I'm able to scrub this one the same way because I feel like the twist of the bike.
Yeah, you can. You just got to make sure you come at it quicker. But then the timing is different because of how long the jump phase is, right? You want to soak it up at the top. If you try to scrub it and soak it up at the bottom.
I'm gonna go into the pit.
Okay. This is one of the harder things to teach, but once they get the hang of it, they're gonna be like, ah, I see. There we go. So we have the perfect camera angle. You can see the riders, the difference between, like watch. See how the bike almost hit his butt going off the jump phase? And then let's watch Cam. He's a good example. Watch Cam right here. See how the bike stayed the same? You could see that gap between the butt and the seat the whole way off. That's the difference between soaking up and not. Not letting that bike come up to you and push through the jump. Yeah. Hurry. We only got like 10 minutes, okay? Hey, did you guys all feel like you stayed focused on trying to soak it up? What's up? Okay, hang on. Hold that thought, okay? Okay, so we were all pretty focused on trying to soak it up, huh? Who felt like they got it and who felt like they didn't get it? We feel like we got it? A little bit? Okay.
One of the times I did on the step up, I felt the bike start to like I'm trying to toss it to like lay it on the side to unload the preload to the left a little bit.
Yep.
And I felt it start to like counter rotate on me. Is that just, you know what I'm talking about?
So you're saying like,
That's probably right. I figured it was either on the gas or I was doing it too early, and then the suspension was loading.
so you tried to push one way and it came the other way on you?
Yeah, like I was trying to go out like this, and I felt it start to like the back end was trying to walk out the other way.
Yeah, so what did he say that you agreed? I didn't hear him. You were on the gas? Is that what he?
Probably, maybe.
Well, you gotta be. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I wouldn't think being on the gas would be an issue. Yeah, all that I could think of is maybe there was something a little bit in the jump face, is typically what I see, right? Like if that rear end gets just kicked a little bit, right? I don't typically see the throttle being the issue. Sometimes when you go to throw it, right, the throttle helps throw the rear end.
I think it could also be the jump because it kind of turns right a little bit. So
Yep.
you kind of go left and it's wanting to go right.
Totally, right? Like we have it's my track at home that I coach at all the time. There's this little step down that jumps to the left. Everybody comes at it straight, okay? If all the lines are going this way and you hit it this way, right? It's gonna kick you. No matter what, you're gonna get kicked. I have not been to that one.
There's like the triple, the big triple, and then it turns right.
Yep.
And if you're not set up for the jump right, I jumped off the track into the grass because it's like you have to turn.
Yeah, like turning, right? You have to follow the direction of the jump. So this is a jump. Don't try to jump left. Or, yeah, I'm sorry, left.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You must be trying to scrub it right.
Yeah, because left is so weird.
Yep, everything's pulling you left. So left is gonna be smooth. Even though there's not ruts, right? The tires have still been going up it to the left, right? So you wanna try to follow that. Does that make sense? For sure, especially if you feel balanced on both sides of your body. Does that make sense? Like some guys, you know, they may feel one side's better than the other if they've been injured or something like that, right?
I feel like I can turn left more than I feel like I can turn better left than right.
Is there a reason you think? Or do you just feel better? Brake? Cover the brake? Because when you go this way, the foot can stay out there? Yep. Yep. Right. Well, it's like trying to figure out when you're snowboarding, right, which foot you want to go first. Yep, yep. What were you saying, buddy? Yeah. That's why typically you guys will, oh man, we got an ambulance. So really quick, guys, not to take up too much time, but that's why typically left-hand corners, like a left-handed first turn, there's way less pileups than right-handed, right? Like Washougal, let's take for an example. Where does the pileup happen? After the right or in the right. What's that?
I pulled the horse on the cross on the right.
Yeah, because we are coming into the right-hand corner and what do we lose? We lose our brakes. We lose our rear brake.
When I crashed, there was also no ruts, and they didn't groom it. It was like this, and then they just soldered it.
Yeah, slick. Yeah. So it's just all something to think about, right? You have a lot of controls on your bike. So if you come into a corner, you take that inside right leg off, you lose the rear brake. That's why typically on hole shots, there ends up always being a pileup because people don't have their rear brake and they just come flying into on each other, okay? What's your name, buddy? Drew? Dez, I'm sorry. Oh, Des W. That's why I saw Drew. Hey, you can't say that, dude. I'm mic'd up. All right. Hey, you're probably soaking it up the best, like the most simple but best way for somebody to learn. So if you don't mind, will you hit this one time for us real quick? Okay. I just want you guys to see, Ryland, you were like, seemed very hesitant about it. Okay. Okay, well that's not what we want. Guys, it's a very simple thing, okay? It's not necessarily like a squat where we want to drive the knees forward, right? We want to just like almost sit into it, just squat into it. Let that jump, that, right? Like that's a little bit more relatable for somebody like you, no offense, than watching him throw a fat whip off of it, okay? I wanted you to just show how to soak it up, but I know it's hard. It's weird to dial it back. No, it's okay. That was perfect. And we're running out of time anyways. But it's literally as simple as that. Did you see how right at the top of the jump face, he just dropped his butt a little bit and let the bike come up to him? Okay, it's as simple as that. It really is. And it changes the whole jump. He's probably staying 2, 3, 4 feet lower than you just from that simple little thing of letting the bike come up to him and him squatting into it. Okay, right at the top of the jump face. Does that make sense? A little bit?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Like it makes sense, like when you're talking about it and then to do it, something else.
It's hard. It is hard. Cam, try to just squat off that, right at that jump face, okay? Right now it's still just very stiff coming off of it, but I think it'll really help you guys a lot. I saw quite a few of you really started to get the hang of it. Raise your hand if you did feel like you did. Yeah, you did for sure. You definitely did. Did you say you didn't? You didn't. Yeah, okay. You did for sure. I think both of you Yamahas were starting to get the hang of it a little bit. Would you agree? Somewhat, okay? You're not gonna get it perfect right off the bat. It's gonna be a work in progress. But this is why I wanted to spend some time with you guys on it, because it is the next level of hitting a jump. Now we're looking at going through the jumps rather than just over the jumps. And I think you all are at that point, okay? Does that make sense? All right, I hope we got a little bit of time. We got time for about 1 or 2 more laps. You guys want to give it a shot? You are right. I'm sorry. We got time for a last lap or another lap. Okay? I can't believe I said that, and I know that rule. We're doing 3 more laps, okay? 3 more laps. No, we'll do 3. I'll give you guys 3, okay? Did you? So, I mean,
I land front tire first, like back, and I'm not jumping too far.
At that point, you can do what you're doing, but start to do it off to the side. Like, turn that butt a little bit. You'll get a little bit of that butt scrub, but it'll allow you to soak it up a little bit more. Does that make sense?
Thank everyone for tuning in this morning, and then kind of let us know what the schedule is like for the rest of the day.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for tuning into the live stream this morning. We got lunch here for the next hour, but then this afternoon, we're all going to be swapping groups, so I'll get green group. We're going to have another hour working jumps, and then we got our team activity, which will be awesome. We'll have our motos this afternoon with film.
When number 9 comes by, tell him to shift down in this.
Nice. He was originally on 250, right? Huh? Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm about to. Shift down. Oh. Number 9. Shift down. Okay? When you're going up to this, you keep shifting, you're shifting too much. Shift that thing down and let that thing some. Okay? Those things are meant to screen. All right? That's why you keep casing, because you don't have any power. All right? Okay. For most of us, all right, some of us are getting all the way over it clean. Some of us are literally just right at the inch of making it clean to where we're not landing like a ton of bricks. Okay? I promise you can't land any harder than where everybody is landing right now. Okay? For instance, about every single one of you that aren't clearing all the way is right here. Okay? You are on the edge of making it clean to where it's not going to land like a ton of bricks. You can't land any harder on this jump than right here. This is the worst possible spot to land at and the hardest spot to land at. Does that make sense? That aren't clearing this all the way? Do you guys agree that you guys are landing super, super hard? Yes? Yes? Okay. A little bit more gas get you guys down here. 85s and 65s, you guys can't really overjump this. Even 250s, you guys can't really overjump this. This is a pretty long landing. Like, you guys can land all the way down there at the bottom and be perfectly fine. All right? Now, 450, you can probably land down there in the flat. But I think all the 450 guys are jumping this, okay? So for 250 guys and even the 85s, you guys can land all the way down there and be perfectly fine. I promise it's going to be a way softer landing than where you are right now. All right? We just have to make sure that we're giving it enough gas. All right? Don't be scared to get on that gas. All right? So the reason I'm wanting you guys to go inside and sit down is to get you guys to stand up quick enough to where you guys are getting back in that riding position. Okay? So standing position, we have to make sure our head is getting back forward. I know some of us are kind of getting that front end up a little feeling. We have to make sure when we stand up, we're using our legs to push ourselves forward to where our head is over that bar pad. All right? So again, don't stand up through the corner. I think you were the only one that did. And obviously you, because you got a peg to the butt. Okay? So sit down through the corner. That way it's forcing you guys to have to stand back up for this jump. That's the goal that I'm looking for here. Okay? I don't want to stand up all the way through the corner because then it kind of defeats the purpose of this. All right? So the idea is to get you guys in that transition where you're having to stand up quick right before the jump. All right? But when you stand up quick, sometimes it gets you all kind of out of whack and you're not standing up in the right position. So that's why we're working this. Okay? Any questions with that? Everybody good? All right. Group 2, just try to make a little bit of a line on the edges so they can get through. All right? All right, let's go. That's my bad. I kind of forgot about that.
So when I come back around and we stop, I just come like right behind you?
Yeah, that's fine. You can just stop on that thing. Yeah, because we're standing more to that side. Yeah, that's fine. You got him. Nice. The guy's bike just doesn't go anywhere. Much better. Try not shifting right there at the face, just so I can hear what it sounds like. Okay?
My problem is one of the hardest things I'm getting through is flowing through.
Okay, so do you see where they're kind of going all the way to the inside? That's where you need to be, okay? Stay closer up to the inside and let me just see what the bike sounds like when you don't shift up. Because what's happening is you're shifting right at the bottom of the face and it's boom, all right? So try to let it kind of run out some and let me just hear what it sounds like.
I'm like coming into it in second and then I shifted into third, so keep it at second.
Let me just see what it sounds like in second, okay? Nice. That's better. Yeah. The last time when you did that, you pulled up with your arms, and then you get this bat feeling, okay? Yeah, you're good right there. Yeah. I don't mind second, though. Yeah. You hold it wide open. You're not all the way wide open. Okay, just wide as you can. All right, then that throttle goes farther, I promise. All right. All right. Group 2, we're up next. Okay, Group 2. The ones that aren't getting all the way over it. If I'm going like this, that means give a little bit more throttle. I'm not saying go wide open. I'm saying just a little bit. Okay? If I'm going like this, give it a little bit more. All right? All right. Trust me. I trust you. You trust me.
I was trying to still do the head forward thing with it.
No, it's way better. Now you're not having to brake tap. All right? You got to trust yourself that you're able to control that bike without brake tapping, because brake tapping is just kind of the easy way out. All right? I would, because you are comfortable with this jump, I would like to see you go to the inside more. Because going to the outside, like that middle outside where he's going, is kind of easy, all right? Because they're almost kind of having to stop on the inside. That way they're really having to pull themselves forward, where you're kind of hitting that and you're able to stand up pretty easy. I want to see more on the inside, all right? But over that, it's way better, though. Way better. Yeah, way better.
He's got it. He just got to trust himself out of the corner.
Yeah. Where did he hit it from? The middle?
Yeah, well, like once around
Yeah. Oh, what?
back. I bring it up to my chest and then I let it come down the backside. I let off where some of you guys are just getting on it. Okay, it's initiated early. If you don't wheelie over the end, it's fine. But wheeling over the end at 20 miles an hour isn't the move. Okay, so our goal on this next one is to loft, set it down right at the peak, use our body to squash it, not let that back end come off the ground. Okay, I don't care how slow you go. Slow down. Okay, 51, slow down. You're starting to figure it out. Good job. Okay, rest of you guys, slow down, figure out the timing. Okay, use something to get the front wheel up. Look for a bump. Look for, a little edge of a rut. Play with it. Make the track your own. Okay? All right, go ahead.
I can use the towel.
So is this one yours? Whose is this one?
Could you hold that real quick?
Homie's levers are like this.
I know.
You guys all laugh when I did that? Yeah. I got on it and I'm like, what is going on right now?
I was like,
Right, Coach, what are they working on? What?
How do you wheelie?
Pull, but when we pull, we want to pull it up into our chest. Okay? These guys are pulling and they're straight and they're coming back like that. Okay? So just give it that little bit of a clutch pop. And you can play with it too. Did you notice when I was riding away how I was seeing how it felt? Just whop, whop. Do that. Get that clutch pop feel. And then just one time coming up, use a bump or something, just go whum, let it come up. Okay? And then if you start it here, you get halfway across, then you let off and you let it drop down the backside. Okay? All right. It's a good question.
Yeah.
You probably should have said it before we started wheeling.
Well, I just thought you carry it down, but so often I can keep it level and just carry it down where it
You're struggling.
Right, Coach, what are we working on? Working on wheelies. And letting it really drop down off the face. It's pretty sick, actually. It looks kind of fun.
How's the group doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Surprised you don't know how to wheelie. That's new. It looks like you can wheelie a lot. It looks like a wheelie guy.
We're doing some wheelies. We're doing some clutch control, a little throttle control. Red group wanted to go backwards, so it's a little dry back here. So we're trying to just swap that front wheel over the face, get it nice down the backside using our legs and our body. There it is. A20's got it, dude. He's an off-road guy. He knows how to place that front end, and I'm trying to get the rest of these guys to really, yeah, there we go. To figure out how to control the wheelie with their throttle and their weight. Yeah! Boom! Yeah! That was sick. Did you get that? You missed it, didn't you? She crushed it. She finally listened. I got her to slow down. Hopefully she's got the feeling now. Here we go, side by side. Yep, all right, we're good. Oh boy, oh boy. There you go. Triple nickel. I'm going to tell him that Luke called him that earlier. Triple nickel's out here doing it right, dude. There we go. The 820s, they both got it. All right, here we go. He's a good one. Here we go. Little clutch pop. Yeah, she's getting it. Let's get one of her. Hopefully she gets it good again. Come on, give me a good one. Oh. There it is. Right down the backside. Love that. What is he doing? What was that? Come here. What are we doing?
I have no idea.
Neither do we. Watch. Clutch, lean back, give it a little pull. Okay? You're collapsing and having a seizure out there. Okay? We don't need, that's so much extra work.
I feel like it's so much easier. It not.
Hey, sorry, hold on. Hey, don't worry about going over the face. Try starting it earlier and just getting it up to the top. Okay? Okay? That way you're not worried about carrying it. Just find something to use to get the front wheel up, and then lift it a little bit, carry it, set it down. Okay? Don't worry about.
I feel like it's easier to control it, not like going bucking forward when you're leaning forward.
Yeah. Duh.
You have like a
Yeah, duh. That's what I've been telling you all week. You always have more control when you're up here.
Well, now I get it.
There's no way. Ethan, do you hear me? Ethan! Can you not hear me? That's fucking bad. You got my mic on now? Yeah, can you hear me? It's Thursday, and probably our fastest rider at the camp, okay? Just rolled up to me and he goes, you know, man, I feel like it's a lot easier to control when I have my head over the front of the bike. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been telling you for 4 days. Thank you. And he goes, oh, well, I finally get it. It took wheelies on a backwards vet track for him to understand it. Thank you. Good job. Keep going. Like, dude, what are you doing, man? Oh, my God. What? At least you get it now. Super proud of you. Thank you. Hi. Okay, hold on. He's keeping his head forward, and it's not letting the front end come up at all because he's not getting on it hard enough. It's a little bit of all of it, right? We're trying to teach people basically how to manipulate the front end using bike, throttle, clutch, all that stuff. Some people lean back more. Some people use all throttle and clutch. Like me, I feel like I can do it all with my throttle and my clutch, keeping my head over the bars. Where like if I'm struggling, then I lean back. So it's like we're trying to just get people to feel that difference. Ooh, that was a good one. He took it all the way down the landing. Want your bike back?
Yeah, well, I do it better on this, but I just want my bike back. Cause I don't
How was that?
That's
Saw you do it all the way down the landing. I feel like you could be more aggressive with your clutch and your throttle. Way more aggressive. Well, 282 stroke, dude, is probably the easiest, to be honest with you. She's crushing it, dude. She's getting comfy, like actually getting her front end up. I know, she wanted to go over there with you guys.
I want to also. I've never seen that. I tell you all the time. Can I go mess around on
We could do a fastest lap time on the Endurocross track. See who wins. Look at. How are these two so far behind? Oh. Okay. You guys want to know what this genius just told me? He goes, hey man, I felt like it's a lot easier to control when I have my head over my front end. I was like, yep, it's kind of what I've been saying to you guys all week. So great job, Connor. Thank you for learning. Welcome to the Moto Academy. Good job. Make sure you tell Weston that you learned that from me when you go back, okay? Because I have to let the front end come up into me, so I'm way more like, the bike is up here almost, most of the time. I let it come up, yeah, like I'm almost like my heels are raised because I'm rotating to the front of my foot peg. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, because I just kind of stay with the bike but stay in my attack position.
Yeah. Yeah, so like some of us, and that's what I was saying it to him a second ago, is we all do it a little bit different, right? Some of us go clutch, gas, lean back, pull up, and then we bring our head forward. Some of us do it with all clutch and gas, and some of us try to do it with just gas and leaning back. And whichever way you guys do it is kind of okay. I don't really like the ones that have to get way back here and then come forward. But like, so what I'm noticing with you right now is you're trying to get on it and you're going, whoop, and then you're staying down so much. So you either need to be more aggressive, like really slow down, go like turtle pace, and just pop it and let it like come up and then figure out how to lean back into it and then come up over the bars. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it looks awkward.
My back tires get
Spinning. And I think it's because you have so much weight over the front end. Like you're here and you clutch it and your body never moves.
Okay.
So like, go do it. Go do these ones twice for me. You two. Go do it.
Me?
Yeah, these two over here.
You're so happy.
Me?
Very tasty.
Very good. 128. Very good. KTM 85. Dialed. 88. Here's the thing. I think you're landing in the gear that you are here, which is causing you to let the bike slowly climb through the RPMs, and then you think you're in the right gear, but by the time you get down here, then it's too revved out. So it's almost like you need to be either landing on more throttle up top there, or be in a lower gear up top and then get 2 upshifts as you're coming through here, so that speed can connect to the gear you're in. When we say we're out of gear taller, guys, we don't just want to come out of a corner and click to that tall gear right away, because now the bike won't climb through the RPMs the right way. It's going to be bogging, and it'll take way too long to get up to speed. Does that make sense? So when you're getting your upshifts, be aware of that gear feeding into the next gear. Please go and keep going through the range. Otherwise, you're just going to be starting from ground zero, and the bike ain't going to work right. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. 18, very good. Honestly, you guys were very, very good. Like, both groups, I was super happy with that. We looked super consistent, very controlled. We just have these small little mistakes that we make, which is okay. It's just about being aware and fixing those for future jumps. You guys will build a lot of comfort on jumps if you can keep jumping this way for quite some time. It's going to take some time, so just trust the process. Stay within this process. Don't get ahead of yourself and think you have to start scrubbing or soaking up right away. It's not that important yet. You guys can master your corner speed, you can jump safely, and then everything else will start to just seep in as far as scrubbing, soaking up, all those other skills will happen naturally as you get comfort, okay? We can't do those too soon. All right, it's hot. Let's go back, get a drink of water. Fuel up your bikes. We're gonna meet over here in this open area for our team activity. You guys haven't played foot down yet, have you?
Oh, I love foot down.
Yep. Well, we're going to play it with this group because I think it'll be a blast. So we're going to have to play foot down. So go back, get a drink of water, and then meet back here, hopefully, like at 2:10. Please be on time, otherwise we're just going to get started without you. So 2:10, we're at the open area. Good enough.
Seconds. Yep.
Actually, that means if riders ever on time, you guys get 5.
All right, relax.
Just come find me. Play for stars. Holy crap.
Explain to me what they're doing.
I have no idea, and I would not want to be them.
They're bear crawling up the hill?
They're
Iwo Jima drill or what?
Apparently, they're going through boot camp right now, and it's supposed to be a team activity. But I think the idea is to lead with the head as they're going up the hill. You have to walk. I don't know how they're going to hold that. Wow, that looks miserable.
Gonna send them all to man.
Kids crawling up the hill.
Oh no. You just got the squad up top and just left those kids behind.
Like 3 years old.
That kid's sliding down. Oh my god. Alright guys. Well, I think we're gonna get this rolling with who we have here just because we need to get this team activity rolling. We're gonna play foot down. So you didn't miss anything yet.
Did I miss one?
I just said you didn't. What? I'm gonna tell you right now, so listen up. If you haven't played foot down before, the idea is we follow our circle that we marked out here with the orange cones. We go in a rotation until there's one person standing. Okay, if you put your foot down.
382 fitness in full effect today, boys.
If you put your foot down, you have to get out of the circle. If you go out of the bounds, you have to get out of the circle. Simple as that. So let's say you fall or put your foot down in the middle. Please try to get out of the circle as quick as you can, so we're not causing a bunch of carnage. As the game goes on, I'm about to re-explain myself. As the game goes on, the circle is going to close in. So the less people in the circle, the tighter the circle will be, and then we'll get a final 3. If it goes well, we might do a couple rounds of this, but we'll see. Okay? You guys played foot down before? Okay. 6'11", have you played foot down before? No? So we're going to go in a circle. Last person standing wins. Put your foot down, you're out. Go outside the circle, you're out. The circle is our cones. Me, Robbie, maybe Ethan will be moving the cones in as the circle, well, as the numbers get smaller. Okay? You can do whatever. I don't care. You guys can play it dirty, not T-boning each other, but you can kind of like stop in front of someone and try to make them put their foot down. But please don't kick them or hit them. All right? Yeah.
If you can reach the kill switch, can you kill with
I would say no, because you're probably going to whiskey throttle into someone if you try to do that. So, no. I don't know. We're not going to worry about what they're doing. All right, guys, you ready to get this rolling? We're going to have a top 3.
Big bike, TMA bike?
No, yeah, everybody's doing it at the same time. Plenty of room. All right, guys, let's start going this way. Alright, Ethan, you better watch out. They're gonna run you over, sir. It's pretty big. Give some space. We already got a foot down. It's unreal. 2 feet down. Alright. Play it safe. You have plenty of room to move around in. And then they start getting bored eventually. So then they're like, alright, well, let me try to take some people out. It's such a fun game. It might seem boring from the outside perspective, but like when you're actually riding around, it's kind of fun.
All right, 15 stars, 10 stars for 5. River number 8 for 5. Alright guys, you want to do another game? Yeah, let's do another one. Let's open up this circle real quick. What we lose? Oh no. Bigger? Yeah, I'll make it bigger again. out real quick. There we go.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, we got another podium here. Oh my gosh, who's gonna come down?
Let's go! Put you in one again. Back-to-back champ. Attaboy. We'll give some gold stars for that. So you get 30 stars.
Nice stuff, bud.
Thank you.
What do you want to say to all your haters, dude?
Take that.
Take that. That's right.
Alright. None. You didn't win. You won the game. You're the top 3. Hey, good job, guys. That game's fun. I know it's really hot. So what I want you guys to do right now, go back to your vehicles, take your boots off, cool down a little bit, hydrate yourself. So when practice mode's coming around, you have some energy left because it's going to be hot. I think it's the peak heat of the day right now. So make sure you're cooling off a little bit before we go back out to ride again. All right, guys? Great job today. Let's go back, rest up a little bit.